Hello, Divine Feminines. This is Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, The Fire Within. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to do a Divine Masculine check-in. We're going to see what's happening with the masculines in the 5D. 5D, fifth dimension. That is the dimensional plane that Earth is ascending into, and higher vibrational beings that are awake are also ascending into. 3D is what we're currently living in, this prison planet, this 3D matrix prison planet hellhole, just like the movie The Matrix. That's what we're living in. We're waking up and transcending up and out of it. 5D is a higher dimensional realm of consciousness. You often connect with your divine masculine in the 5D, in the astral realm during your sleep state, because the soul leaves the body when you sleep, and you travel all over the place to different dimensions, different worlds. You can travel wherever and interact with whomever. So a lot of you who are in separation from your masculine are interacting with this person in the 5D. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? I've already done a thorough shuffle on this. This is to tap into your divine masculine you're in separation from, and see what's going on with the masculine in the 5D. So not in the 3D, not what you see, not what they tell you, not what they show you, because that is all 3D stuff. We're talking 5D in the astral and the higher dimensional planes. What you don't know is going on with them in the higher vibrational reality. Please, guardian angels, spirit guides, in love and light and in truth, deliver clear, concise, accurate messages for the Divine Feminine Collective. What is currently happening with these divine masculines in the 5D? What are they going through? What are they experiencing? What lessons are they receiving? What are they being taught in regards to this connection? We can't go too personal because they have free will and we don't want to violate privacy. Well, there we go. Explore other realms. Explore other realms. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Look at this imagery here. Explore other realms. Well, that's what I just said that you do in the 5D. So this is just confirmation that they're dreaming and journeying. Their soul is leaving their body at night during their sleep state, and they're experiencing, I believe they're having very vivid dreams. To me, the energy I'm getting off of this is they're astral traveling in the 5D, and they're having very vivid dreams. They're getting psychic downloads. They're having things revealed to them. Again, this is about your connection specifically, because we cannot violate their privacy and tap into things that have nothing to do with this connection specifically, because that's personal and it's private. So for this connection, divine feminine, divine masculine specifically, they're dreaming and journeying, exploring other realms in the sleep state. There are 3 birds here. Birds are always indicative of communication. So these masculines, and it's a masculine here in this boat, and he's holding the branch of the apple tree. Apples are always indicative of wisdom. So we have communication and wisdom. When you journey over water in a dream, you're going from one realm to another. You're going from one place to another, one state of consciousness to another. So your masculines here are having out-of-body experiences in their dream states. They're astral traveling, they're leaving their body, they're gaining knowledge and wisdom, specifically as it pertains to your connection, and they're getting communication from their spirit team about your connection. This is actually really beautiful. That's crazy that that's the card that came out after what I just said. So yeah, here we go with that. That's the only card I'm going to pull from that deck. That's, wow. Okay. What's happening with these divine masculines in the 5D? We're using the Greek mythology reading cards for this to tell us a story. These cards are beautiful and they tell a story. They weave a really beautiful story. Please, universe, spirit, what's happening with these divine masculines in the 5D? What are they learning? What are they experiencing? What are they going through as it pertains to this connection specifically? Wow. Oh, I'm going to go over these in a second. 6 more cards. Wow, this is fucking great. Three more cards. What's happening with the masculines in the 5D? I just want you to see at the bottom of the deck this card, Uranus, remoteness. This is about getting a broader perspective, zooming out, flying high. This is all about also about telepathic communication. So the two of you are communicating telepathically. That's what this is telling me. Lots of telepathic communication between the two of you, whether you're aware of it or not, whether it's happening in your awakened state or at night when you are both asleep, it's happening. Messages are being exchanged between the two of you. Let me see how much you can see here. All right, sorry, I can't get it all in, so we're gonna have to kind of do that to be able to see the cards there. So the first 3 cards out, the Hydra, Penelope, and Metis. Challenges, reunion, and wisdom. Do you guys see that? This story that this is starting to weave. Challenges, reunion, that's you, divine feminine, and wisdom. I mean, come on. Look at it. So, in the 5D, the divine masculine is facing his own inner demons. That's what the Hydra is. In Greek mythology, the Hydra is a snake, and if you cut off one head, 2 more grow in its place. That's what the Hydra is. You have to cut the main head off of the Hydra to get all the other heads to stop sprouting up. Okay, this is kind of like devil energy. It's an obsession, a tendency, a cycle. So your divine masculines are battling their inner demons right now in the 5D. They're being forced to face these things that they didn't want to face before. They didn't want to deal with these challenges. These are things that they've been trying to ignore and put off and not deal with, and now they have to. They are dealing with this at night, working through these problems in their dreams, in their sleep state, because in their 3D waking reality, these are things they don't want to face, so they keep just turning a blind eye, sweeping it under the rug, not wanting to look at it, just trying to turn their back on it, but they can't. They can't. These are things that these masculines must face and deal with and overcome in order to come into union with you. These challenges is what's standing in the way of this reunion. They must work through all of these things before they can get to you. It's like they're fighting these things consciously or unconsciously, awake or asleep. But again, this is 5D, so a lot of this is happening unbeknownst to them. They have to get through all of these challenges to come home to you. And on the other side of that, on the other side of these challenges, Great wisdom is being learned. They're becoming more wise. They're becoming more awakened. They're becoming more clear on themselves, on you, on your connection. This is really, really beautiful. The next 3 cards we had out are Tyche, Poseidon, and Prometheus. Fortune, Avarici, which is greed. Fortune, greed, that's interesting. Fortune and greed. And then cunning. Fortune and greed, side by side. Very, very interesting. So, this typically means great wealth, great abundance, great fortune is being bestowed upon somebody. But since it is followed by Avarici, which is greed, something tells me that these masculines were very selfish. The connection was very unbalanced. And now that's part of cutting the head off the Hydra here. All these heads that need to be chopped off. All of these individual snake heads represent challenges that must be overcome. This is telling me your masculine is realizing his selfishness, the imbalance in the connection, how they did not give to you equally, properly, or fairly because they were greedy and selfish. They wanted you to do all the work. You were doing all the giving. You were doing most of the loving. You were putting in all the heavy lifting as far as this connection is concerned. They were doing stuff behind your back. They weren't honest. This card, Prometheus, cunning, is very 7 of Swords energy. It's sneaky and it's deception, but it's also a card of strategy. It's coming up with a strategy. It's coming up with a game plan. Your masculines were selfish and did not give to you. They were very, very, very self-serving. They're realizing that now, which is why they're fighting that in the 5D. They're having dreams and downloads and epiphanies about how selfish they were. And now see these troubled waters. This troubled waters here, this really choppy water, that's indicative of unbalanced emotions. This is anger. This is not a balanced person. Their greed and their selfishness has caused them to be emotionally unbalanced. Stormy seas, stormy skies. This masculine is emotionally unbalanced, unhinged even, I'm hearing, because they're having to face something that they didn't want to face. I'm also getting with this Prometheus card that they're still trying to avoid it. They're still trying to avoid looking at it. They're still trying to run away from it. They're still trying to hide from it, but that's not going to happen because the universe won't allow it. They're going to keep going through this repeating cycle over and over and over again until it's dealt with. Karma will not release its grip on these masculines until they face this. It's really interesting, the last, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. The last 3 cards that came out are all the divine feminine cards in the deck here that, to me, that represent divine feminine energy. In the middle, we have Medusa, which is the dark feminine. By dark feminine, I mean the shadow aspect of feminine. We all have a shadow. It's the unhealed parts of self. It is the subconscious mind. It's the things that we've been ignoring and trying not to work on. But since we're checking in on your masculine and what he's going through in the 5D, your masculines are having to face their dark feminine. And on both sides of that, flanking it, Gaia and Demeter, manifestation and mother. Look at this. Look at how their arms are up. Look how this one's arm is up and this one arm, it's flanking Medusa. The light feminines on both sides of the dark feminine. I mean, the symbology here, you guys. Gaia, Medusa, Demeter. Manifestation, the feminine, the mother. This is crazy. Your masculines have an issue with their feminine side. And a lot of that stems from their childhood with their mother, the mothering energy in the home. Perhaps their mother wasn't present, or was present but was very cold and unloving, or perhaps the parents got a divorce and the mother left. Something happened here, because this is the dark feminine that these masculines are still clinging to, that has to do with the feminine energy with the mother. As well as over here, Gaia, this is Empress energy, the divine feminine. So not only were these masculines hurt in the past by the mother energy, they were hurt in the past by a love, okay? This is crazy. I can't even believe, but these cards are powerful, so it makes so much sense. Wow. They are really having to deal with the feminine energy. There's a resentment here with these masculines towards the feminine, whether they know it or not. Whether they're aware of it or not, and most likely they're not, because this is the stuff they've been suppressing. This is the stuff they've been not wanting to look at and face. This is a lot of that. We have this greed and this selfishness energy, being very self-focused and being very sneaky. That's one aspect. That's one thing in the 5D they need to work on. The selfishness and learning how to give to another in a loving, equal, balanced way. But the other part of this, the big part, is the feminine energy. The dark feminine, the shadow. Wow. The mother and the lover. They have to heal their heart from whatever feminine broke their heart in the past. They also have to go back to their childhood and deal with their mother issues. And they are doing that. They are exploring other realms. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You guys, remember I said the apple is always indicative of wisdom, and here we have Metis, wisdom. They are gaining wisdom. They are gaining clarity in the 5D. Eventually it'll seep down here into the 3D for you to be able to see it, but right now it's still happening in the 5D, in the astral, in the sleep state, in the subconscious. But wow, wisdom, apples, wisdom. They're gaining knowledge about your situation, your relationship, and all this crap here they need to work on. They're getting communication. They're getting downloads. It's happening, you guys. It is. But the goal here you are, divine feminine, reunion. But they got a lot of shit to work through here with this dark feminine. Oh, wow. That's fucking powerful. Okay, guys. If you like this, could you please give it a thumbs up, because it helps with the algorithm on YouTube. The more likes it gets, the more YouTube will push out the video so other people can see it. I'm trying to help people here in a higher vibrational way. I'm sorry, but there's like a lot of tacky tarot card readers on YouTube. There's some really profound, beautiful, high vibe ones who I love, but there's a lot of tacky ones on there that are just going to tell you whatever you want to hear. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. Okay? So please give this a thumbs up if it resonates. I'm trying to come from a higher vibrational standpoint here to help you see the divinity in these connections. All right, guys, until next time, thank you.